Kneva from University of Louisiana Monroe.
Imagine being told to wear somebody else's shoes, too small or wrong fit, and then getting blamed when you cannot perform. Absurd, right? Yet that is exactly how women is treated in sports today. We force a biology-blind protocol made for men onto women and then act surprised when they cannot perform. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Kneva. I am Nirjara KC, and these are my amazing teammates, Sian and Yukta. Today, we present to you a solution born out of necessity and first of its kind. Kneva is a specialized platform made for women by women. So you must be wondering why women? Let us hear directly from the female athletes that demand a better way to train.
As a female athlete, I feel that in the sports world, there isn't really anything that takes into account those special needs that my body has as a female athlete, and it would be really great if there was something. Yes, I would say I have definitely felt overworked, and the limits of my body have been pushed further than they should have, and a lot of that was due to lack of recovery, not necessarily not being fit or not being conditioned.
Yes, I think that when coaches, though they don't have the knowledge, they haven't actually learned about it, so it's not really their fault, but they haven't taken into account that we need more recovery time and more adequate nutrition and time to recover from a hard training session or hard week. And then it's not just physical fitness, but it is like true recovery and
What you heard just now is not an exception. It is the evidence, and data proves it all. Up to 8 times higher risk of injury. And I'm pretty sure you've heard it multiple times today, and I cannot stress enough. Because women are more susceptible to risk. It's not because they are unfit than men. It is because of their unique biology. So what is this unique biology? Of course, it is the hormonal factor, but other than that, their wider hip and the different muscular activation pattern. So we keep this in mind, this scientific truth, and then we build Kneva. So let us present to you Kneva directly on the field.
This is how you get started with Kneva. We have 3 user logins, a coach, a doctor, and an athlete. Today, we're entering as an athlete to see how Kneva actually supports her. In the overview, we are answering simple questions. How safe am I to train today? How hard can I go? She sees her ACL risk score, which is 38 out of 100, clearly in the green zone. Her current cycle phase clearly flagged when it's high risk, and her wellness score that merges her sleep, her hydration, and recovery. We also surround them with levels and XP so that every progress feels motivating. But you might be wondering what measurements are actually behind the ACL score. On the risk screen, we show exactly that. It comes from 3 synchronized streams of data, our dual IMU knee sensors, our Unity 3D motion sessions, and an optional quick video analysis that is powered by MediaPipe, all combining with menstrual phase and her wellness data. Beneath that, we also track how well she is improving, her 7-day streak, how much risk that she has reduced this month, and of course, most important thing is her fatigue records. Once she understands her risk, then the next thing that's going to come up is her plan. That's where Plan tab turns data into direction. So Kneva brings out a cycle-aware plan that is color-coded by ACL risk. But it is not just built by a generic AI template. It all comes from her data, her score, her sport, her training accuracy, and her cycle. She can embed her own training sessions and also follow the doctor prescribed ones. So her every safe and consistent day earns her XP so that every safety turns into progress. Now when she goes into Train tab, that's when Kneva becomes her personal AI coach. Once she taps into the Start Workout at our app, it opens up a Unity training scene. So it overlays a 3D live model on her body. Behind the scene, MediaPipe is tracking her joint angles, posture, and symmetry all in real time. And her IMU sensors are mainstreaming her data such as impact strain, and then shock forces and rotational speed. Every rep is graded on some sort of form accuracy, so she receives instant notifications about the feedback. And since research studies have shown that ACL risk injuries drop low when the warm-ups are done based on her building her strength, flexibility, and motor control, our exercise library is built surrounding all of that. Now all this training and tracking flow into the core of Kneva, which is health. Health is where we get personal. She tracks her personal data, their wellness stats, her period data, her protein intake, her supplement logs, everything that relates to recovery and injury risk. And our Air Health Insights are take this one step further. We are currently training our own AI agent, which is currently sampling on 100 athletes, where we're learning to understand how sleep, hydration, and recovery impact ACL safety. And we're turning those patterns into personal guidelines, such as hydration up by 10%. So when the data is so personal, we also need to think about the privacy and security. So Kneva does just that. It takes encrypted storage, secure authentication, and complete user control. So data never leaves her hands. Once the data is already personalized and protected, we have to think about the hardware that she's actually going to use in field. So Sian, want to walk everyone through it?
Sure. Our Kneva device is composed of 2 IMU sensors, and these sensors calibrate to retrieve the 3D orientation of the knee. Using this, we have an advanced feature, which is an instant inflatable brace, using a CO2 cartridge and an inflatable cuff, which is once triggered, it inflates and stabilizes the knee from knee flexions and landing impact shocks. Once stabilized, it deflates, and it further helps down the athlete from preventing the ACL injury. Once stabilized, it deflates. Let's move on to the mentor and coach section, where the athletes can interact with mentors and coach, connect with verified coaches, have one-on-one sessions with the mentors who have been through ACL injuries and has been through it, fought through it, and they can act as motivational guides for these athletes. And let's go through the functionalities of athlete, coach, and doctor, starting with the coach dashboard, where there's a team management with team-wide analysis, adherence, and the main important factor is the ACL risk alert and the fatigue alert. Then we have our doctor dashboard, which is the main hub for rehab and clearance, where the doctors can assign rehabilitation protocols for the athletes and add back to sports clearance for the athletes too. And that wraps up the Kneva device.
And while our technology is sophisticated, the true values lies whether our platform resonates with our user, that is the athletes. Now what you're about to hear is a raw, unscripted reaction of the athletes when they heard about our platform.
This is awesome. As a female athlete, this is so exciting to see these new developments and really exciting for the future for female athletes to get stronger, faster, and recover better. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea too, just to bring awareness to the injuries that are occurring and the specific needs that women in sports to bring life to it. And let's have more fun and sports, not getting injured. Yay!
That reaction right there is why we built Kneva. And we did not just code it. Our platform is built on truth. Over hundreds of hours of research and dozens of honest conversation with athletes. We coded Kneva with intentions, and all of our feature reflects their voices. For ACEs, women has been told to compromise their time, their energy, and even their security. And when she's on the field, she's told to compromise as well, because the system won't just adapt to her. This is where Kneva comes in. With Kneva, the compromise ends, the guesswork ends, and the negligence ends. Because what we have built does not just prevent and recover injury, it transforms the protocol for women in sports.